Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Calm Before the Storm. I'm Kimberly.
I'm Steph.
And I'm Kim.
Hello, ladies, and how is everyone doing today? How's it going?
A little bit tired, but pushing through.
Same.
Pushing through. Yes. Can you tell we are a little, ooh, good morning. We're gonna
Good.
rise and shine.
Try to
Woohoo!
get some energy. Yes, yes. I'm tired.
hmm
Bustelo in
So,
my cup.
ooh, me too.
I haven't had my
Well,
Maybe we
coffee
can
yet.
get some sponsor, Bustelo. Thank
Mm,
you.
yeah.
ding, ding.
I run on Bustelo. See, you
Me
even like
too.
that. I made a whole commercial for you.
You go, girl. Got us laughing so early in the morning.
Goodness.
Well, I know we like to start our show with some highs and lows, so I'm gonna kick it off real quick. My high is that Chris Brown. Ooh, that's my high. My low is that Mercury was in retrograde from July 17th until August 11th. And Lord, did I feel
We got a
Mercury in
couple of more
retrograde.
days left of it. Mm.
That explains, oh my God, that explains
Yes,
everything. Okay.
yes, yes. And this retrograde was specific to the signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, and Virgo.
Oh, Jesus.
Insane.
Me and you, Kim, what's happening? Gosh, darn it.
Insane.
I'm
Yes,
staying
yes,
in for the rest
yes.
of the time. I ain't going outside. Don't
You ain't been
answer.
outside because
So
it's summertime.
I ain't going
I
outside
know.
for
I
summertime.
was
I
gonna
ain't
say she
answering
has
my
some
phone.
way.
I ain't doing nothing. I'm on
Well,
do not disturb.
if you answer your phone, the call might drop because that's part of the whole retrograde process. A lot of like miscommunication, tech issues, call drops. So answer it.
I don't hardly answer my phone
So
anyway.
what am I? Because I'm always the missed text. Regardless if we're in retrograde or not. If you waiting
Yeah.
for a text from me, I
Mm-hmm.
apologize.
Mm-hmm. This
So
we
am I
know.
always in retrograde? Is that the
I,
problem?
I think you are. I think so. You probably always in retrograde. But that's my highs and
What do
lows.
you
What
say
about
to
you?
people who don't believe in this retrograde stuff?
Um,
Because there's people who don't.
Yeah.
And I
there
used to be one
are.
of those people.
Yes.
Used
A
to
lot of
be.
people who
I changed my
don't.
mind because it affected me.
I just refer them to either ChatGPT or Google. Go read up on it.
Okay.
Steph
Yep,
was
because
like,
they'll
you know
give
what?
you, well, they're crazy. Yeah.
Steph was like, you know what? That sounds like me. I think I believe it now.
That's how it happens. They're like, oh my God, I didn't realize all this stuff was going on during this time. I think I'm a
Mm,
believer. Go read,
mm,
do some research. Mm-hmm.
mm.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Steph, what about
Hilarious.
you?
Yes, stuff.
My high is my girls will be turning 17 this weekend. We also just came back from a family reunion. We'll talk
Nice.
about that later.
hmm
Um, and they're gonna be 17. But that, I mean, it's an awesome thing. They're turning into beautiful young women. I'm very
Yes.
proud of them.
Yeah.
My low is that I am not going to Chris Brown. So that's my low. I'm the only one who's not going.
So we're
No.
gonna keep talking about this because Chris Brown is
He
next
spares
week.
no one's feelings. Did you hear what she just
Mm-mm.
said? So we're gonna keep talking about it
Yeah, we're
anyway.
gonna
Get
keep
your
on.
feelings.
We're gonna send you pictures and videos
Yes, live
and
videos. Hmm.
I'm gonna feel like I'm there. Okay,
yes,
Yes, we got your
good.
back.
we're gonna have
Thank
So
you
you.
excited.
on FaceTime like
FaceTime.
Steph,
Right this.
he's,
Look.
he's flying across the
He's wearing his gray sweatband stuff. Look, he's
stage.
swinging it around. No, I'm kidding.
If you're on opposite sides, I get to do both views.
Exactly.
Yes.
We get two different views.
So exciting.
So my high is I can't believe that the girls are turning 17.
That's wild. So
Um,
Girl,
wild.
those are my girls, like literally.
Yes. Hmm.
And I'm so proud of them. And my low is my grandmother's anniversary is of her passing. So another
Okay.
year. hmm
yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, we celebrate her life, but that's my low because I
Yeah,
miss her.
that's right.
Of
Of
course.
course.
Okay to miss her. She's
hmm
definitely enjoying herself.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
doing better than
Mm-hmm.
we are.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Because
Yes.
we in this retrograde, they don't feel
I,
that.
Right. They don't feel nothing. They're like, y'all can have
they
all
don't.
that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ah, so here we are. But speaking of that, so what I'm bringing to the table today, ladies, I don't know if you guys have kept up with, or maybe not, but remember Twitch, the dancer, I mean, the DJ from Ellen DeGeneres, he committed
Yes.
suicide.
Hmm.
So there's been a lot of like circling with the wife, the family, like she did that tell all book and all this other stuff. And in the midst of that, she popped out with a new boo, slightly less than 2 years after his passing. So my bringing to the table was life after death, like for the spouse who, is here.
Hmm.
Um, what do you think is too soon to start dating someone, to move on, to get into something serious? Like, I know everyone's going to have a different opinion, but like, what do you two think is too soon?
Um, I know someone who actually went through this who's very close to me.
Mm,
Um, and I used to think prior to her that there's a timeline that you have to follow, but that's
hmm.
like my biggest gripe with everything else in life, that everybody puts this time frame on what your life should look like.
Hmm.
Right.
I can't answer that. That's like
Mhm.
whatever you, when you feel like you're ready to move on, then that's
Mhm.
on you. And if it's a month afterwards,
Mm.
maybe it might look at you a little crazy, but you know what? Hey, if it's meant
Right.
to be, it's meant to be. If that was your next love or whatever it is, I don't want you to be miserable. Okay. Don't
Mhm.
get the wrong idea, honey, because you're staying with me for the rest of your life, even when I'm dead. So this is for everybody else, not
We
you.
will haunt
Not
you.
you.
We will haunt our husbands, okay?
Right. Right. I will pull your toes.
This only works if you go first, not the other way around.
Right. Not the other way around.
No, all jokes aside, seriously. I wouldn't want I don't think there's a time frame to put on someone because you may heal in 6 months. It may take me
Mhm.
3 years. There's people who never heal and stay
Right.
alone for the rest of their life.
Hmm.
I feel the
So,
same. Like
which
the
I
Vanessa
don't agree with
Bryant.
either.
Yeah. Vanessa Bryant, Nipsey Hussle. They're
Hmm.
still, very single, and it's been
Right.
lots of years after. But yeah, his family like really tore her apart with a lot of people on the internet, because they
I
felt like it
think
was too soon.
I think with her, the situation was kind of sticky when he like
Very
the things she was
sticky.
doing. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that the world already put like this thing on her
Yes.
as like anything that she does is gonna be wrong.
Right.
There are a lot of things that I was kind of questioning, but at the end of
Same.
the day, that's their life.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what really happened. Um,
Right.
and so it's been a year. I think she's allowed to now. And the same thing
Right.
with Kobe Bryant's wife. Oh, the rumor that she was pregnant. Like,
Yes.
you know how long ago he passed away? Even if she was pregnant, that is her life.
That's right. That was my
No,
thing. I
they
was like,
expect you to
what?
freeze and that's it. You can't be
Do
happy
anything.
ever again. You
Right.
can't move
Yeah.
forward. You can't look too excited. You can't look too like you're having a good time. You're supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
depressed right now.
The
Okay.
Right.
scrutiny.
And
Yes.
then if you're depressed, oh my God, you should lighten up. You should go out more. You should be happy. Like it's such a double-sided sword. You don't,
Mm.
there's no right way for anyone to, because they're all going to
Yes.
judge you no matter what you're doing. So do you.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever makes
Amen.
you happy.
Yeah.
That was my thing. Yes.
Okay. Well, speaking of that, I recently had a few people that I know pass away, and it had me thinking, and I sat down with my parents because I'm like, look, I don't know what you guys want when that time comes. It could be for
Mm-hmm.
anybody, um,
Mm-hmm.
any age. And I was like, in that mind, and if when that ever happens, my mental would not be able to comprehend anything. So
Right.
let's sit
Mhm.
down, let's write down what you want and all the details, finances, everything, because I don't know. And like my grandmother when she passed, she literally had like what she wanted to wear, what song she wanted,
Right.
what
Okay.
prayer she wanted on the prayer cards. Like she literally had, and this was like years, 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 years
Wow.
prior to her passing. And she knew her plot was she wanted to be with her husband And so, we had to pay for it to be open and stuff. We had to pay for the casket, obviously. But other than that, she had everything laid out in
Mm,
detail. So I'm like, I'm not going to be able to comprehend stuff. And I wanted to bring it to the table because I'm like, I think that we all should do it. Like me as 38 had me thinking like, okay, I think I should prepare, not prepare for death, but, just have everything in order.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
So I just wanted to bring that to the table to you ladies today. What do you guys
I
think?
would agree. I agree. I was going through some stuff with family members and their health, of course, like we brought up prior to, and that was a conversation. I feel like though it's a for some people it's a little bit more of an uncomfortable conversation. For on my part, it is an uncomfortable conversation for the person in my family who I should be having this conversation with. Um, but it's like you don't think of the little details, like you said. It's just
Mhm.
those little details. And also, like, even if your family is estranged and you're not close to your family, at that point, we all know how that goes down the tubes all the time.
Mhm.
That family still has some type of connection to you, something to you. They're
Yeah.
still part of your family. So, therefore, if they want to come out of the woodworks and do something, they have
Mhm.
access to do so.
Mhm.
So I would love if this conversation could happen as easygoing as you sat and stated. But I think for a lot of people, it's a very uncomfortable conversation. They
Mhm.
don't think about stuff like that. But
Mhm.
I myself said the same thing. Watching all this go on the last 5 months, I've got to do that for myself and my children too. It's very important.
Yeah, it brought up because another person that I know is going through it, and they was like, it's 12,000 for the cemetery, is this and this and that, and
Oh, it's outrageous. It's
it's
Yeah,
expensive.
expensive to live and expensive to die,
to
like
die.
it's
Absolutely.
crazy. So
Yes.
And go
I'm
ahead.
like, this is something that we all need to talk about. I mean, nowadays
hmm
people are just doing cremation because it's cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So I sat
I
down
agree totally.
I
hmm
I told my parents like, look, we got to sit down, and my dad agreed because he's been losing a lot of friends. So he
Wow.
agreed, and we're gonna have that conversation.
Good.
I
So
think everybody needs to have the conversation. I think a lot of times people think that you have to be of a certain age to do so, or do something dangerous in your life to do so,
hmm
or wait till they actually get sick and then want to
hmm
do so.
hmm
And I've experienced that a lot uh, in my career where, and personally, like my grandmother just passed away. Uh, what is the right word? Quickly, like suddenly,
Mm,
sudden death, wasn't
hmm
expecting it. And when I tell you she had nothing done, nothing set in stone, you had to go on a search for everything. And she had like
mm,
pensions and this and that and bank accounts. And then it's a family feud because, like you
that's
said,
right.
everyone wants a piece of the pie.
Yeah,
They forget the big picture that, oh, we just
right.
lost someone. We now
Exactly.
it's just, oh, we want is our belongings.
Mm,
hmm
And it's like, to me, I don't really care about materials,
same.
money, anything like that.
hmm
I just want to know what you want, how you want to be viewed,
hmm
how do you want us to celebrate you afterwards? You could
hmm
keep your money. I would prefer you to stay.
Right.
Amen.
To 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 the point of that is my grandmother died almost, I want to say 10 years ago. I might be
hmm
wrong. Um, and we still haven't resolved what
Mm,
any of her like estate and all those things because
wow.
of the chaos. So
hmm
Yes.
it is a good idea to plan that, or even just plan like when if God forbid something happens to you and you get sick, and you don't die, but you're a
hmm
vegetable, and some,
Right.
and now
Yeah.
is this something you want to do? Is this
Yeah.
Yep.
something, do you want your family to keep you alive?
Right.
Do you, because not everyone wants to make that decision. No
Yeah.
one actually
hmm
wants to make that decision.
hmm
Right.
So you have to, that's how true it is. You see that?
hmm
Nobody wants to make the decision. So plan ahead, because who wants to say, you know what, let me, I don't think they want to live like this. Let me pull the plug. You don't know. Why don't you, let's ask and plan ahead. And yes, it's very uncomfortable, but I think it helps in the moment when you need it the most.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to that point where it's like, do you keep them alive or not? A lot of people don't talk about that. Like if I
At
was to
all.
get like this, just, let me go. People will keep them alive for like
Yeah.
for so long, and it's like
For a
they're not
very
they're not
long
coming
time.
back.
Right.
So I think that's another topic to talk about. Like, do you want, you know, it's a hard
And
thing.
everybody has to and it has to be a decision and written down, because even
Yes.
sometimes when you have all these decisions made, the family still comes and it's
Yeah.
still,
Hmm.
they can be demanding, some are understanding. Yeah, and it's all from pain,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that. So
Hmm.
some are upset, don't do this, do this. So it becomes hard, in the
Yes.
healthcare aspect. Like,
Right.
well,
Yes.
which way do I go? What do you? So
Hmm.
if we have a document, it doesn't matter what any of y'all say. This is what they
Mm-hmm.
wanted. This is what we have to follow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. So that's what I wanted to bring to the table. That's one of the things because I'm like, it's not talked about, and I'm not talking about like old age. I'm not talking about
No.
someone getting sick
No.
in general.
No.
I'm
It's
talking about you could be, I'm in my 30s and already have thinking,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Um,
People are dropping like
You could
flies, to
be
be very
20.
honest.
There's no time
Yeah.
frame. Like, we on borrowed time. We
hmm
don't know when that
Mm-hmm.
is. Like,
Yeah,
for me, it could be old. For you, could be super young. There's
Yep.
babies that don't make it,
yeah,
sadly. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no age. The minute you can comprehend this and actually sit down and think about this and make a good decision, I think that's when you need to make that plan, or at least have that conversation with
yeah.
somebody.
I
Right.
also saw on the internet the other day that I was like, that's weird that I'm thinking about this topic. But it was a lady posted like, oh, I need to have a conversation with my spouse. Like, God forbid something happens because she was pregnant. God forbid something
Mm.
happens. Does he choose me or does he choose the baby? And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
nobody ever talks about that because complication
Ever.
can happen. And then he's stuck with this big decision.
And we have,
So,
Well, in those things, it's not that black and white, like we choose baby
right.
or we choose mom.
yeah.
'Cause that's very close to me. I deal with that all the
Mm-hmm.
time
Mm-hmm.
at work. Um, you can't, you choose, you gotta keep the main person alive. That is,
Mm.
you want to keep both alive.
Yeah.
However, you want to keep mommy. We got to keep mommy alive in order to keep baby alive
Mm-hmm.
Right.
you know
Right.
so and sometimes baby can make it very difficult for mommy and can cause, just your body can cause mommy to
Yes.
have some serious complications that can possibly kill them.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say 99% of my patients don't have a plan, don't know, don't
Mm-hmm.
this is a
Yeah.
happy moment, we're having a
Yeah.
baby, they don't
Yes.
think that something can go left. And I've
Mm-hmm.
seen it happen, and it's like they're in
Mm.
shambles. They don't, as they should be. They don't know what
Mm.
Right.
to do. They don't know what the right answer is. They don't know who to lean on or who's the right person
Yep.
to ask. And at this point, they don't trust us right now because we
Yep.
didn't keep them safe in their eyes.
Yes.
We have done
Right.
everything we could, but to them, it doesn't look that way.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Crazy
I don't want to
enough,
hear what you have to say.
at
I
23 and
get
30, because that's when I gave birth to the kids, I had that in my birthing plan. And I'm like, I think about it now
You
and
had
I'm
a
like, maybe
birthing plan?
I did. I had a birthing plan. It didn't go at all. The book
They
was
never
left
do.
home.
That is the
We didn't know
curse,
anything.
people. Don't give birthing plans. Healthy
It is a
baby is your
curse.
birthing plan.
Yes, but I did have like those decisions as part of my birthing plans at only the little age of 23 because I used to watch so many videos of like women going through like that kind of stuff where potentially something happened to the mom. That was my biggest fear. All three children was God forbid like I'm gonna die during labor, or they're gonna have to ask the fathers like pick and choose, and the fathers might be like, "Let me get that baby." Sorry. So I had a whole layout of that. At least I thought about that. But
Mhm.
yeah, you don't talk about it, but I did have it on my birthing plan because I guess I didn't trust the fathers in the room.
I'm not a fan of birthing plans, let me tell you.
I'm sure. I'm
Sometimes they be
sure.
3 and 4 pages. I'm like,
Yes.
Really?
we
Like, you
call
want
it
me
the
to read through
curse.
this? I'm
It's
sure.
a curse. Like when it's too, it's okay to have a plan and like certain thing, what you would prefer. But
Mm,
I feel like people they write it and they feel like it's a contract and it's set in stone.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
And
it
that's
is
where you
not.
go totally wrong. You have to be
Yes.
very bendable because no one knows how this is going to work out.
Right. Let's be open to
We're just
change,
winging
people.
it.
We just trying here.
We're winging it, just like
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I had to the table. And another thing I wanted to ask you, I don't know if they're doing it by you, Steph, but over here in New York, they're going to be doing the cell phone ban in schools.
Yes, they are doing
I
it here
haven't
too.
heard that, but I'm going to look into it. That's great.
And
They started it last year. It
I'm
worked
like, do
good.
you guys like that idea?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm
Yes.
kind
I
of
just
like,
need them to have the phone once they're out of like on their way and out of, I
Yep.
don't need to have it while you're in class.
Yep.
Like, and they should be at least be able to at least have it in their possession as long as they don't use it. Just like when you were younger, right? You could have something, but you couldn't use it. The
mhm,
minute you use it, they take it from you, right?
mhm.
I don't see anything wrong with that. Some
You
parents
know.
don't
Well,
agree.
the way that I saw it on the news is they're gonna lock it up or they're gonna give you like a
Yeah.
pouch or something that's locked. And I'm
Yeah.
like, God forbid something happens in the school. Like, do you think like now that they're bringing that they should put metal detectors in the school?
They do already.
Not all.
Not all schools, but the way they did it in my middle daughter's school last year, because they just started it last year, they would take the phone from the kids. Each classroom has a phone or two for the
Mhm.
children. So if there was something wrong, they would give the child access to that community cell phone, we'll call it, to call the parent. Or if something was wrong, that's how they would get in contact. But the minute she walked in that door, they put them in their own individual pouches. They have it for them, and on their way out, they give it back to them. But they do have access to some type of cell phone or another in each of the classrooms they're in, but it's not in their possession because they tried it, and children,
They're
how
still
we're
gonna they're still
under the
gonna sneak it.
notebooks, like,
Yeah.
and they still would sneak it. So they kind of like, we gave them a trial run, kind of gave them, the choice in their own hand, and they still weren't able to make the right decision. So they took it, but they still gave them access to the community cell phone should they need to for an emergency.
I feel like
I,
if go ahead.
no, you go.
I feel like that I will feel better if like there's metal detectors in the school because God forbid something happens with these school shootings, my child can't call me because they can't get access to their phone.
But we've had no phone service before, right? We grew
Yeah.
up with no phones and
They
we
wasn't
did just
shooting as
fine.
much as they shooting now.
Even if they are shooting and they call you, what can you do but panic?
But you're gonna go over there. I'd rather
You're
hear
gonna
from
go
my
anyway.
child.
You're gonna get a notification that something is
Mm-hmm.
happening. You're gonna know it's happening. It's not gonna you're not gonna not know. You're not gonna
Mm.
find out after it's happened. You're gonna know what's happening. So you're gonna find your way there regardless. Yes, I would want to be on the phone with them, but it's also gonna cause me to panic and then I can't help you.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm panicking and you're panicking, what are we doing?
Hmm.
No one's
Right.
helping. I can't help you.
Yeah.
So I I like it because a lot of 90% of the time they're not paying attention. My kids will call me and I'm like, shouldn't you be doing something in school? Why are you on the
Same.
phone?
Yep.
Why are
Hmm.
you harassing me right now?
Right.
Oh, we're just, I finished my work, so I'm good. The teacher's okay
Focus.
with it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm happy that they're putting it on. But as long as
Yeah,
they
I was
can
very
call
happy.
someone, like they can reach
They can have
people,
access to a phone.
have
Yeah.
and trust me, they find a way. They all got laptops, okay? They can email you and probably call
Seriously.
you from the laptop. Let's just be
Mm-hmm.
honest.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
matter of fact, something happened here in my school, my kids, where they locked down the school. I had no idea that the school was locked down. I didn't get a
Mm.
notification. My kids both have phones, are currently locked down. No one calls me. till afterwards because it was a scare. Like if they have someone running near the school on the run, like that is in a violent
Yeah.
crime, they lock down the school. So it
Hmm.
was like a violent crime happening like a block away, so they locked down the school. And the guy
Mm.
supposedly had a gun. So when I hear it, of course, I'm like, what the heck? And they're like, oh no, it was fine. We were just hanging in the class.
Like it was fine. Send me a text or
Wait,
something.
I'm like, you
right.
didn't think to tell. Well, they told us it wasn't with us that we just had to do this. So it was like, whatever. Oh, okay, good to know.
All
Mm.
right. All right.
Mm,
I'm glad you're calm in emergencies.
Yes,
right.
I'm glad you're safe. And
Yeah,
thanks for calling.
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, so whether they have it or not depends on, maybe they'll call me for other things though.
Yeah, they definitely will. We're very important for other stuff.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so those are my two things I brought to the table today.
Okay, very
Love
good.
that. What about you, Steph? You got anything to bring to this lovely round table?
So since my kids are turning 17, I was like, I am truly auntie energy now.
You the auntie cougar.
I'm the auntie cougar. Like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
got little ones. I'm living my best
Mm-mm.
life.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So I'm embracing because at first I was against it, but now
Mm.
I'm embracing it. I'll be the rich auntie, the auntie energy, all that.
I
Auntie what?
agree.
Auntie cougar?
Auntie
Hmm.
cougar.
What's half the auntie cougar?
I think it's cougar. Auntie cougar,
No,
cougar. No?
Thundercat.
Thundercat. I thought Thundercat was after cougar. No?
Yeah, I
Am I
think
wrong? I
so.
mean, I think so. We're
Is
not in
it?
cougar. We're not in full cougar state. I think cougar is 45 to 50 or like
Okay.
50 something. And then you turn into a Thundercat.
I'm looking it
I'm
up.
afraid of the Thundercat life.
Me too, because that sounds like it's going to be fun.
Is it?
Oh,
Yes, no, that's all I wanted to say. And Auntie Energy has been activated over here.
listen, congratulations.
That
Okay.
means I
That's all
don't
I
stay
can
up
say.
late. Don't call me to talk about we going outside at 11 p.m. because I'm not. You're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna find
Mm-hmm.
me in the club.
No.
Maybe on special occasions. Maybe.
Potentially at the VIP section, sitting
And
down.
I might be
Most
Yes,
asleep in
definitely.
a
yes, where
corner
there are
somewhere.
seats, no standing.
Seats,
Yes.
no standing.
Seats, no
Mm-mm.
standing. Love a day
Mm-mm.
party. I don't know why they got rid of those. We should bring them
Amen. We
back.
need to bring them back. That's why I sent you a bunch of brunch spots. I'm not
Yeah.
kidding. Brunch it
Yes.
is.
Day. That's why I love brunch so much. I don't think it's the brunch food. I just think it's the day drinking and home
Yes.
early.
Early. Early. Yes.
My
Yes.
mom, she's like, at first she was like, how can y'all go out in the daytime and drink and then come
Easy.
back? She's used to like the nighttime life. And
No.
I'm like, no, girl, we doing daytime. And
No,
then,
because you go to bed and you wake up early again the next day, you good. You could do all things. Or you could
On
go
and
home, take a
popping.
nap, get up at night and start all over for something
no,
else.
hell
That's
no.
the best part.
Kim said,
Hell
whoa,
no.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I am not
Stop at
going
the
home to do
day
nothing.
drinking.
There ain't no round two. Hell no. You
um,
catch,
punching out.
catch me on round one. That's it. Mm-mm.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
well, this was great conversation, ladies. Who has
This
our
was
quote?
awesome. I do. I do. Let me get it.
And Kim, this weather is humid, girl. Humid. All I can think about is
Ooh.
you every time I step outside, all the time.
I didn't bring it up today with my highs and
What'd you
lows.
say? Oh, I was waiting for it because
Me
that's
too. I
always
was
a given.
waiting. Uh-huh.
So I have two things today. So
Hmm.
I have a quote from Toni Morrison, and it says, "You are your best thing."
Mm,
Don't let that go over your head, people.
Hmm.
Um,
mm-mm,
and five daily reminders. I am amazing. I can
mm.
do anything. Positivity is a choice. I celebrate my individuality, and I am prepared to succeed. And you are your best thing.
Love the
Hmm.
Let's live our
affirmation.
life, people.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes, yes, yes. We want to thank
Mhm.
everyone for watching another episode. You can catch up to our old episode on our YouTube channel at Calm Before the Storm Podcast. You can follow us on our social medias at Calm Before the Storm Podcast, and we will see you next time. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.